Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday ho sa inyong lahat. Magandang gabi ho, no? Good evening ho sa inyong lahat. Medyo evening na ho. Kasi pag alas 6 alanganin, no? Alanganin sabing good evening. Napaka tama ba 'yung matingkad? Mataas pa 'yung araw, no? But anyway, good evening ho. Welcome ho sa ating program. Ako po si Sonny Laragan dito po sa Immigration Corner on a Thursday. It's a weekly program na meron tayo. At medyo fresh show tayo ngayon dahil medyo na-miss natin yung ating kasama, no? Every Thursday kasama natin Siyempre, pagka may importanteng gagawin, kailangan ding, 'di ba, mag-break lang. Okay lang 'yun. Pero nami-miss natin. Pero mas maganda nga 'yun, 'di ba? Sabi nga nila, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Tama ba 'yun? So, na-miss natin siya. But anyway, good evening ho sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ng United Kingdom. At syempre, hindi lamang dito sa United Kingdom, maging sa kaapat na sulok ng Europa, apat na sulok ng mundo, mapa Amerika, mapa Middle East, mapa saan ho kayo, no? Mapa Pilipinas. Saan mang bahagi ho kayo ng mundo naroon, kabayan, tuloy po kayo. Ako po si Sonny Laragan at narito na po yung ating star of the show dahil immigration. Wala naman ako masyadong nalalaman sa immigration. Yun lang, kumbaga, pagka lagi kang present, maski paano, may nakukuha kang konti so, yun lang ho siguro sa akin. Pero, as far as the breadth at yung scope ng nalalaman, yung range at lahat yan, all things immigration, wala ho tayong masyadong malawak na kaalaman dyan. Okay. Oy, siya nga pala, congratulations to sa ating bagong presidente. Talaga, kahapon ba? O kahapon yata siya na-inaugurate, no? Yung bagong presidente na natin, talaga official na, si Bongbong Marcos, at yung kanyang vice president, si Sara Duterte, no? So, congratulations sa kanila. Okay, pakilala ko na yung managing partner ng Douglas Simon Solicitors at the lady who makes dagdag kaalaman meaningful on the Thursday dito ho, no? All things immigration, sabi nga natin. Mga kaibigan, walang iba kundi yung ating kaibigan, pinakamamahal nyo, no? Mahal ko. Walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA SIMON-CABATBAT. Happy Thursday, Attorney. Welcome back.
Sonny, happy Thursday, and sa inyo pong lahat, I missed you. Talaga, I really, and I'm sorry, wala nga ako last Thursday. Kasalanan ko po yun, no? I informed, I only found out actually na hindi ako pwede. I think nung tinext kita, which was Tuesday ata, no?
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry. And I truly, I missed, I don't know, at 8 o'clock nga, no, last Thursday. I thought, it doesn't feel right, no? Na wala ako doon. So, I'm so glad to be back.
But when it's a habit, parang ano, 'di ba? Yung sabi nga kunyari mga loving a person, kaya minsan nami-miss mo yung, 'di ba? Loving, parang ganoon yung the habit of being here on a Thursday. Alam mo ba, may problema every time na syempre meron tayong mga importante ding na lakad. So sometimes you do it on your own, sometimes we do a replay. Pagka on those occasions, pinuputakta ko ng mga messages. Kamukha kay Lady Emmeline, kay Ma'am Carsola, kay sino-sino lahat, meron sila mga messages Ano nangyari? Bakit wala kayo ngayon? ganon ka dedicated sila, and which is good, di ba? I mean, it makes them siguro parang ano to it gives them company. Parang kasi you can watch this anywhere you are, no? Nasa sala ka, nasa bedroom ka, nasa bus ka, anywhere, as long as you can have the signal. Wala na limited. Noong araw tatakbo ka sa bahay, 'di ba? Kunyari kung 7 o'clock show, 'di ba? Ngayon, hindi na eh. You can be anywhere. So thank you Thank you sa mga ano. Nga, 'di ba? Attorney. So yeah.
And it's it's nice to be missed, ha? So salamat po. No, thank you for the messages. Then it really is nice to be missed. That that yung nga, sabi mo, it's a habit. It becomes part of your, certainly part of my life. No. And I was frankly a bit ticked off that I had to miss it. I made arrangements for someone else to attend. It was a work function. So akala ko silang pupunta. So I didn't actually think much more of it, and then it seems they emailed me to say no, they can't do it. I had to. So anyway, so I was a bit ticked off because I thought it's Thursday. Alam niyo naman, Thursday. It's my happy Thursday, no?
Yes, it's a happy Thursday. Pero okay lang. That's a no. Pero at least we know that we are missed, no? We know that whenever the show is not, for example, live, andyan sila, they would wonder, what happened? Parang ganon, di ba? Hindi, okay ho, in good, walang nangyaring, wala naman, kundi meron lang mga commitments lang na napasubo lang. Okay, well, so good evening sa'yo, we missed you, no? Siguro we can kick off by having the contest na kagad, no, attorney, no? Yung ating, the usual, sino ba, di ba? Because we missed you. So, yung last 2 weeks ago, sino ang hula mo ba? Would you still remember?
Nakalimutan ko. I think I may have said
okay lang kung di mo natandaan. Okay lang. We don't sometimes you don't remember even what we ate a couple of days ago, 'di ba, for breakfast, no? So okay lang 'yon. Sige.
Ako nga. Ngayon, this morning I can't remember what I had for breakfast. Never mind last week.
Never mind last week. Tama 'yan. At saka it revolves from the same people naman eh. Kasi 'di ba? We know the same people, ganon. Doon ka naman nag-ano eh. Diba? But anyway, subukan natin. You wanna go for parang somebody new, or would you like to go with the usual peoples or the regulars natin na nasa nandiyan lagi sa top 3 o top 5? Sige, attorney. Sige, hula. Katuan lang.
I'm going with the ladies, and
sige,
the lovely ladies. So, of course, one of our lovely ladies is Miss Rafael, no?
Si lady.
I'm going with Miss Rafael. Nga.
Si Lady Rafael. Sige, let's give it. Let's
tingnan natin.
Sige, let's try it.
With all caps.
Okay, tingnan natin. Nakakatuwa yung tut. Maganda, no? Very, 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 it makes you smile. It makes you smile. Okay.
In the background, I'm going.
Yeah. Ako rin di ba? It's nice, di ba? Na Okay. So, Miss Rafael, si Lady Rafael ang hula. Sige, let's go. Siya nga ba? Alright!
Oliver! A US chap!
Alam kong iniisip mo rin yan. Kaya lang, siyempre, parang sometimes baka biglang, alam mo na, biglang nakalusot yung mga Cora Carsola, Emmeline Rafael, or di ba, yung mga iba. Yeah, sige. Simulan natin pagbabasa.
Actually, I was thinking about Oliver. Okay, hindi nga dun siya nakatira, no? But I was thinking of him following this Texas tragedy.
Yes.
So it's terrible.
Grabe sa Amerika, no? Yung mga shooting na yan, no? Mga school shootings. Yeah, every year na lang meron, di ba? Parang wala yatang year na walang patayan, walang what do you think? They should really, I don't know, di ba yung gun you can buy anywhere, di ba? Yung mga problema?
I think it must be part of the problem, no? Gun control. Because otherwise, if you look at at least the latest one, the shooter was 18, no? It seems there were no real assessments nga of his whether he should even have a gun. And indeed, in this case, 2 guns. No, so it's I think I hope na they introduce some gun control.
I haven't read much about it. Nakikita ko lang headlines kasi alam ko na kasi the same thing last year, 2 years ago, 3 yearly yan eh. Lagi may namamaril sa eskwelahan. You don't hear about it probably in saan ba? In Canada. I don't know, sa Canada meron ba? You don't hear about it probably in the UK. You don't hear about it in any other country. Germany, meron bang biglang pupunta lagi sa eskwelahan, may mamamaril? I don't think it happens, di ba? Sa Amerika lang yan eh. Parang very exclusive lang sa Amerika yung every year you hear of namamaril sa eskwelahan, di ba? Bigla lang namamaril. I know.
Yeah, and it has to be linked with the availability now of guns or lack of gun control. But so morbidly, I was actually thinking.
Yeah, thinking of
Oliver.
Oliver.
Yeah. So
naka-YouTube yan, ha?
I hope you're safe. Yeah, I hope you're safe.
Naka-YouTube si Oliver, ha? Kita mo, ha? I was doing the Sunny LARAGAN show last Wednesday, and some of our viewers were watching it on YouTube in magandang signal, no? So that's on high definition. I mean yung high definition talaga. So okay, sino sa pangalawa? Pangalawa tayo, attorney. Sige. Let's go for the second one.
I think I'm sticking with the ladies. I think Miss Paner.
Miss Paner. Okay. Sige. Okay, tignan natin si Miss Paner. Babae nasa isip mo. Sige, babae.
Ooh, panibago.
Oo.
Gigi.
So
Yeah,
nagkakaroon na ng competition si, di ba? No? Miss Paner, may ano na, pati si Oliver, di ba? Gigi Elamparo. Gigi, alam mo, okay ang ginagawa mo, Gigi, lumalabang ka ngayon, ha? Sige.
Good, yeah. So good evening, Attorney Lira and Kuya Sonny, watching from London. Hi, Gigi. Thank you. No, it's
Hi, Gigi. Good evening.
Second, yeah.
Oh, Gigi Elamparo. Wow. And she's getting to be a regular. Uy! Yeah. Wow! O, sige, sino hula mo? Sige, ito. Hula mo. Sige.
Okay, pangatlo. I think, okay, Miss Antipuesto, ata.
Si Annalyn Antipuesto. Annalyn. Masusurprise ka, ha? Masusurprise ka kung sino. Sige.
Okay. Sino po?
Tignan natin. Yun nga, kung nag-cross ng mind mo si Lady Emmeline, ayun nga, all caps. All caps pa rin, all caps.
Feeling good, ha? No,
so, ang hulang-hula mo si Lady Emmeline. Sige, go ahead. Sige, pakibasa, attorney.
Yeah, yun nga, tama ka, no? So, good evening, Sonny and Attorney Lira, and happy Thursday to you both and everyone, and to Direct Pow. Hi, Mr. Fel. So,
hi, lady.
With her, no?
Okay, ito, isa pa. Next pa. Sige, isa pa. Nagme-mention ka ng mga names, medyo mukhang lumalabas, Sige nga.
Ooh, okay. Siguro,
so you mentioned Emmeline Rafael sa first, lumabas siya sa third yata, di ba? Tama ba?
Yeah, and then Miss Paner sa atan, sabi ko.
Miss Paner, nila mo. Tapos meron ka pang binanggit pa?
Miss Antipuesto. Miss Antipuesto, kaya?
Sino kaya? Sige nga.
Tingnan natin. Analu.
Okay, galing.
Yeah.
Sige.
Amazing evening, attorney, sabi niya, Attorney Lira. Kuya Sonny, Direct Pow, and to everyone, God bless. God bless you too, Analu, no? Kumusta ka? Hopefully you're well.
Yes, oo. Ayan. Uy, watching from Wimbledon. Mukhang hindi siya namasyal. Mukhang hindi siya umikot ngayon. Because normally, pagka nasa Wimbledon, she's at home. Pero minsan tatawagin nasa High Barnet o kaya nasa, ayaw ko, anong bansa, no? Minsan nasa Middle East, di ba? Middle East ba yun? Yung Dubai?
Yeah.
Pangalan na? Yung hindi Dubai ano yung sa Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, no, Miss Rafael is a traveler, no?
Traveler,
but no,
yes.
He probably doesn't want to travel. Dahil nga, of course, it's the Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee nga, di ba?
Oh, yes, yes.
So, lots of happening in London. And why would you move from Wimbledon?
May maganda akong, I don't know if are you familiar with Duran Duran, attorney?
Yes.
Oh, Duran Duran,
band, no?
Spandau Ballet, Duran Duran.
Sure.
Simon Lebon, the lead singer of Duran Duran, is parang a neighbor of ours. No, so what he did was on di ba may street parties, we are allowed to do the street parties. I will just parang a charity, may konti siyang charity, you just pay £5, pero he'll be singing within the street na malapit sa amin. So,
wow.
Si Simon Lebon, di ba yung model din yung wife niya, pas anak niya kumakanta rin niya.
Yeah.
Si Simon Lebon. When I was very young in the Philippines, back in the 80s, when they went there to perform at the Araneta Coliseum, big deal. Talagang lahat ng artista. Everybody, lahat ng sino, di ba? Andun lahat kami, lahat ng mga TV hosts, mga artista, mga politicians. Kasi Duran dumaan sa Pilipinas, and then I was lucky to be there and saw them, Simon Lebon and the band, and the Taylor Brothers yata at sila Nick Rhodes and gano'n, no? So yeah, yun lang naalala ko lang.
Wow.
Naalala ko lang.
So,
Okay.
has that happened already, Sonny? O tapos na ba yun? O
Hindi pa, no. Mangyayari because of the Queen's Jubilee, Queen something. Diba, there's going to be all over the country, there's going to be mga, you can close up your street and have a party, diba? Diba?
Yeah.
Ganun, bale,
Lots happening.
Okay, si Eman, de Guzman, good evening, Attorney Lira, Sir Sonny, and Direct Pao, regards from Algarve, Portugal.
Algarve,
right. Yeah. He's our travel consultant or travel expert, travel guy, sa Sonny Laragan show, no? So he's
hi,
so abangan ninyo guys, ha. Pao, we will be posting yung ating pa-contest dito so we can give away some prizes mga sa atin. Okay, si Pao. Sige, attorney, pakibasa.
Si Paolo Ainsa Luna. Hello, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. Hello, Paolo. Kamusta?
Hello, Paolo, yes. Okay, sino to? Marilyn Jones.
Si Miss Jones. Yeah, Marilyn Jones. Yeah. She's an a long time.
Ito ba yung nando sa party ni, party ba ni, hindi to? Was she there?
Yeah. She
was there.
She was there.
Okay. Marilyn Jones. Hi,
along
Marilyn.
With yeah, she's lovely, At saka yung kapatid niya, Miss Lolita Tomas, So, good evening, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny and everyone watching. Looking forward to an informative Thursday. I hope so, Miss Jones. I hope you're well, no?
Yes, sana okay ka, no? Marilyn. Okay, Gabriel Tejero, sige, Attorney.
Gabriel. Love the picture, no? Gabriel Tejero. Good evening po, Sir Sonny and Attorney Lira. Lovely heart emojis nga niya, no? Hi, Gabriel. Kamusta? Keep well.
Gabriel, Uy.
Miss Mendez. Yeah.
Maris Mendez.
Miss Mendez.
Do you know her?
I don't know kung...
Kilala mo to?
No. She's a regular sa atin, diba?
Okay. Hi, Maris.
Maris
Really?
Mendez.
Taga saan ka ba?
Yeah.
Taga saan ka, Maris?
Hi,
Where are you watching us from, no? Here in the UK. Ayan, sige. Kung may sagot siya mamaya, Good evening din sa'yo.
Rudy de Librojo Clan, no? Happy Thursday, lovely, elegant, at matalinong attorney. I love this man, Attorney Lira. And
elegant,
guwapo. Yun na nga. Slim, that's true actually. Sir Sonny and macho Batman.
Si ano yun?
Yes,
ang macho yata si Edgar. Dahil si Edgar posted a photo of his, alam mo, I really admire this guy. You know why, Attorney? He has a gym. Kulang na lang. Pwede na siya kumuha ng membership sa bahay niya dahil may gym siya kompleto. And then he has complete instruments. And he has, it's parang gun for, yung mga pang game lang, no? Yung guns. At I don't know, archery. Basta whatever he likes, whatever he wants, binibili niya, inaano niya, ini-indulge niya. Photography, he would buy lights and no? Pag may hobby ka, no? Talagang he buys everything. Tapos lately yata, I don't know if you went to the gym or something, basta is now talagang so dedicated with his physical fitness program, no? So yeah.
Good.
Okay. Kaya macho Batman.
No.
Oh, kaya Macho Batman.
siya, Sir
Siya,
Edgar, and lovely Direct Paula. And all happy viewers, Team Libro. Hi,
Good
Mr.
evening.
Libro.
Good evening,
all
Rudy,
well
no?
in Ireland, hopefully.
Oh, I look forward to visiting at going to Belfast, no? Makita naman natin yung mga kaibigan natin diyan. Ayan, okay. Ayan. Okay. Oh, si Ma'am Cora.
Ma'am Cora.
Oh,
Hi,
hello, Ma'am Cora.
Hi, Ma'am Cora. Yeah, hello, Sir Sonny, Attorney Lira. And, yes, you are always a part of our life.
Kaya dapat hindi ka nag-absent, ano na nangyari? May mga tanong para bang, kasi they really are, worried, or at the same time, parang namimiss nila, it's getting to be a habit on a Thursday evening, di ba? Ganun pag nakasanayan mo
It's nice to be missed.
Yeah,
nice. I also feel better that if I get kidnapped, I know people will miss me. People will
Maraming magre-report.
Ano nangyari na kanya?
Maraming magre-report pagka sinabi na natin na-kidnap si attorney. Ako, lahat na yan. Meron ng Facebook brigade yan. Tatawag na yan. Hanapin natin si attorney. Nasa na kaya? Ayan. Uy, ayan. Talking of him.
Edgar. Talking of the talented, multi-talented nga, no, Edgar.
Macho
classmates.
Batman.
Yeah, Macho Batman. Good evening. Lalong-lalo na napaka-romantic, classy, always kind, and happy na si Attorney Lira C. And Mr. Legendary, Yummy Slim. Actually, I was talking about your weight loss to someone, Sonny. Sexy Sonny Laragan. Yeah. And the ever-reliable Direct Paula P. Happy dagdag Kalaman Day. Mga classmates. Pasok na, tama ka. Yeah, no, I was speaking with someone about your weight loss, actually. You know, how dedicated you've been. And that because you're sabi mo nga, last na nag-usap tayo, you were saying, you had to, redefine nga yung palate mo, that you were eating yogurt every day, ganoon. Now, that is dedication.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. You can see the gains. Yung aking face talaga chiseled na talaga siya. Well, konti na lang pa.
Yeah.
The hardest I've lost about mga 15 kilograms. Sabihin na natin 35 pounds or more. Yeah, from now I'm down to 28, and 28 seems to be I seem to be getting to be now being considered for the size 27 men's jeans so ganun pwede pa dahil the last to go is actually yung tawag dito yung yung belly. What's another word for belly fat? How do you call it? There's another word there.
Your waistline is the last thing
there's
the most difficult to shift.
Abdominal, that's the one word. Another word. Abdominal fat, no? Abdominal. Yeah, that's the last to go. Yun lang. And I'm totally happy, gusto ko yung mag-clear lang yon. And that's it. Kasi what will easily yung face, yung arms, yan yata yung mga legs, yung mga lahat, yung mga yun ang unang mawawala Because I noticed when I lost weight, yung knees ko pagka when I use the loo, for example, and I touch my yung knees ko, natutusok ako very bony. Very bony. Bony na masyado to para wala na ako mahipo Ganon, di ka mukha dati pag mataba-taba ka, di ba? Parang para sabi ko, parang natutusok ako So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Hopefully yun lang. Siguro, this will end in probably a month or a month and a half, and that's okay na ako. Sige. Oh yeah, okay. Sige, susunod natin direct. Yeah. Uy, nako, si Emma. Attorney, I've been missing this ngayon. Si Emma.
Miss Giling. Yeah, yun na. Oh, look, tingnan mo. Yeah, of course. Yeah, hi, happy Thursday po, sir and ma'am, watching here in the Philippines. Yes, of course, you are in the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah. Sabi niya sa akin, daw siya. I hope you're having a good time.
Hope you're having a good time. Kumusta rin yan, Tama, di ba? Emma ang pangalan niya because I asked you, what is MM? It's short for Emma yata, di ba? Yan ang nickname niya.
Yeah,
MM. Oy.
Absent ba? So, si Emmeline Rafael, absent nung Tuesday, parang absent uli ngayon. Hi, Ma'am Cora Carsolan. And Anelu, no, Mr. Phil was here.
Who's celebrating the birthday?
Karawan.
Sino nag-birthday? Si Anelu? Anelu, birthday mo ba? Last, yata parang hindi ko alam kung binati natin.
No, kay Edgardo Kagahis.
Si Kagasian pala. Sorry, so my apologies. Yeah, nag-birthday yan. Binati natin yan. Happy birthday, ha? Once again, belated. No? Happy birthday. Binati natin si Edgardo. Mabuhay ka, Edgardo Kagasian Enriquez. Pumasok pa siya. We're gonna have a short break at punta tayo sa ating yun na muna ang ating mga pagbati, and then later on basahin natin yung mga yung mga pagbati nyo pa. Ito topic natin, how to apply for a carer visa. Wow, very interesting. Kaya ipagkalat nyo kagad, share nyo kagad tong ating ating show dahil very interesting ito, no, how to apply for a carer visa. We're gonna have a short break. When we come back, di-discuss ni attorney. Saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid, 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating palatuntunan Immigration Corner on a Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday ho sa inyong lahat, no? Bago ko tawagin si attorney, no, para do sa ating very important topic for tonight, no? How to apply as a caterer, no? Yung caterer visa dito, no? Gusto ko lang i-acknowledge lang itong mga yung mga nag-share, no, nag-allow sa atin to share our pages, no? Yung Buhay London. Mabuhay kayo, no? Yung sa Buhay London. Also, Filipinos in Great Britain. Ito yung mga Facebook pages, mga binabanggit ko. Thank you very much, no? Yung Philippine Jury Campaign, mabuhay kayo. Mabuhay ang Philippine Jury Campaign. So thank you for sharing yung aming itong ating program, no? Also, United Filipinos in Europe and around the world siguro to. United Filipinos in Europe, no? And around the world. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Mabuhay, no? Ayan. Okay. Ito, tawagin na natin si attorney. Happy Thursday once again, attorney, no? Ayan. Good evening. Good evening once again.
Happy Thursday po sa inyong lahat.
Ayun. Okay.
Nice to be back.
Yes. So, nice to be back talaga. Oh, ako nakakulay blue. Ikaw nakakulay blue ba to? Anong kulay? Anong kulay to?
Yeah,
I don't know what color.
Sky blue, di ba? Sky blue.
Hindi, attorney. Hindi, sky blue ba?
Hindi ba sky blue na yan?
Hindi ko alam eh. Kung I don't know how to describe this color. Parang, but anyway, sige. Si Oliver nanonood eh. Oliver, tignan, kayo, sige, maski sino man kayo, no? Sa nanonood. Ano hubang kulay ito? Itong aking suot, no? Parang nasa greenish na nasa bluish na hindi ko malaman, no? Parang Anyway, okay. Sige, attorney, ito ang topic natin, how to apply for a carer visa. Ang daming nag-aabang, ang daming gusto malaman to. And this is an opportunity for our kababayans to have a good life in a way, no? And for them to know how to go about it, no? So sige, take it away, attorney.
Okay, so ito po so we have a big topic nga, and it's a very popular topic, and it is something since its introduction, I've had so many inquiries about it. So I thought we deal with it now that it's a few months in. So just by way of just brief background. So this was introduced that is introduced to the shortage occupation list only in February 2022. So what, couple months ago. Now since then it's been quite popular, but a lot of people have concerns about ano bang kailangan, how do you even start, no? And unfortunately also some people are contacted or by people who claim to be nga expert in this, na walang problema, kailangan nyo nga lang silang bayaran. So you always have to be careful. So I thought it would be a good idea nga to talk about ano bang kailangan. So looking at it from a prospective employee and applicant's point of view. So how do you apply for a care visa? So as I say, it was only introduced into the shortage occupation list only in February. And the thing also to bear in mind is it's only in play at the moment, no? Sabi nila for 12 months lang po. So ibig sabihin matatapos February 2023, no? Mayo na tayo, actually nearly June na tayo. So you only have a few months actually, no, to do something about it kung interesado kayo. Kung magpapasok, kung mag-apply kayo ng trabaho and all of that, and all that takes time, ha? But this truly could be a game changer for a lot of people, no? Now, before this carers being introduced into the shortage occupation list, alam niyo naman na in December last year, senior care workers, for example, were introduced. Of course, nurses are always there, but senior care workers, as I say, was in December. But senior care workers, to be distinguished against, say, carers, now senior care workers have generally more experience. It would be good if they're able to show nga academic qualifications. So kung nurse nga sila but not board pass, for example. And they're also required to take on more responsibilities, including potentially nga, supervising, say, carers. So for that reason, not as many people would qualify as senior care workers, but carers, no? And again, as I say, it's a game changer potentially for a lot of people. That carers nga, they don't need to show any specific, academic qualifications. Importante nga experience, no? And that experience can of course be from the Philippines, kung nasa Pinas nga kayo, or indeed kung nasa UK kayo, but not in breach of immigration condition. Pag-usapan din natin nga yun, no? Pero kung nandito kayo, estudyante kayo sa UK, o kaya nandito kayo as a spouse, sabihin natin, and for whatever reason you need to change from spouse to this, so you can change potentially nga to obtain a care visa. Now, to make matters even better, no, under the care visa at the moment, pwede nyo kunin o dalhin dito yung pamilya nyo. So, I mean, asawa o partner nga, even if you're unmarried, as long as you're together minimum nga 2 years, mga anak nyo, no, as long as they're under 18. So you can bring family into the United Kingdom. So, kung nandito, pasok nga dito as a carer, no? So, of course, ang visa nyo nga is as a carer and you are limited in what you can do. Dahil, of course, you're working as a carer for that specific employer. Pero yung asawa nyo o yung partner nyo nga, they're not limited. So they can certainly work in whatever, no? So ibig sabihin, potentially you have then two household incomes. And of course, the children would be entitled to education in the UK, and it could, kung nandito kayo matagal nga kayo 5 years, then they would obtain education in the UK, which is still sought after, no? And so whatever else happens sa kanila, they would have good education din dito. So it is a very, very good visa to have. But as I say, bear in mind po, 12 months lang to at the moment. So from February nga 2022 hanggang February 2023. So you need to get a move on. Now, with that background in mind, what do you actually need to do? No? Now, as a starting point under the care visa is under what's called the health and social care category. No? And then it's under what's called the points-based system. And basically, it means that. Yung ibig nga sabihin, points-based is exactly that, points-based. So, kailangan yung pakita na meron kayong total 70 points in order to be able to get the visa, enter clearance into the United Kingdom. So 70 points pong kailangan nyo. Now, second issue is how do you achieve the 70 points? And this is where a lot of, ang unang tanong sa akin is, ano bang kailangan kong unang gawin? No? Which is a fair enough question. Ang sagot ko lagi trabaho. No? And not just any kind of job for any kind of company nga. No? You need to, and there's slight difference between those coming in from abroad to and those who are already here. Pero kailangan nyo na tingnan, kailangan job offer from an employer who has what's called a sponsorship license. Sponsorship license is given by the Home Office. Basically, yung employer, they will make they will need to justify nga to the Home Office na kailangan nilang mag-recruit ng mga tao, foreign workers into the United Kingdom or indeed in the UK to be granted a visa under this. So it's you need a sponsor, an employer with a sponsorship license. You cannot get enter clearance as a carer unless you get a sponsor nga or an employer with a sponsorship license. So kung may mga taong nagsasabi, walang problema, make an application o kailangan ka namin dito para sa nanay namin o sa tatay namin dito pero wala silang lisensya, forget about it. Hindi po pwede. And the sponsorship license is granted really to organizations, no? So you can't be so it's not usually granting out to individuals, yeah? So you can't go the back route and say, kailangan yung domestic worker and you go through this, as a carer nga if you're an individual. Hindi po yung pwede. Kailangan nyo may lisensya yung employer. And if you're coming from abroad, so sabihin natin, nasa Pinas kayo ngayon, tapos papasok nga kayo dito, naghahanap kayo ng trabaho. Kailangan yung hanapin na sponsor is yung A-rated, So yung pinakamataas. So they need to be A-rated in order to be able to sponsor you to come into the United Kingdom nga as a carer. No? So yun ang unang-una. Kailangan yung trabaho. Now, if you want to just double check, when people are advertising, usually sinasabi nila doon, if they are advertising obviously for abroad, sasabihin nila doon if they have a sponsorship license. If you want to check it, na talagang tama yung sinasabi nila sa iyo, you can check it against the Home Office website. Nandun yung lista. So it's an Excel list. Ang dami doon, no? But unfortunately, it's quite difficult also to just to see, no? But you can check them out against the Home Office website, no? Now, so kung meron kayong employer nga, you have a job offer, no? And they are willing to assign to you what's called a defined cost, no? Certificate of sponsorship kung manggagaling nga kayo sa Pilipinas, or it can be what's called an undefined cost ang tawag. So certificate of sponsorship nga uli kung nandito na kayo and you're looking to swap over your visa. Now the defined cost is they need to apply for the defined cost each time na kailangan nilang tao. And they have to allocate that within they have to allocate that within 3 months. And also, you need to use it within 3 months nga. No? But that's ample time nga, 3 months. So, kung meron na kayong trabaho, job offer nga, and they have a license, of course, no? And they are looking to assign to you a cost, yeah? You need to use that within the 3-month period. So, kung meron na kayong ganoon, then you already have the 20 points out of the 70 points that's required. Now, what are the others, huh? Now, the second one, the second thing that they look at is, of course, the English language. No, yung English language po, mas mataas yun sa A1, okay, or A2, which are the ones that are usually used for spouse applications. Mas mataas ang kailangan nyo. It's a B1, but it's not as hard as, say, yung mga nurses na kailangan dito, no? The ones that have IELTS that they need, a 7, no, as an average, according to the NMC. Hindi po yun. B1 ang kailangan, no? The B1 is the same B1 na kailangan nga if when you're applying for indefinite leave to remain, okay? Or for naturalization nga dito. So basically, kailangan yung pakita, you need to satisfy listening, writing, understanding of English, no? But it's B1. Now, so you do need that to get the 10 points. Unless, sabihin natin, nandito kayo, estudyado nga kayo dito kayo nag-aral, you had courses taught, your course was taught in English, in which case, you can use that rather than having B1 separately. Pero kung magagaling nga kayo sa Pilipinas, kailangan nyo po yung B1. And if you don't pass first time, take it again. There's no limit. But kung ako kayo, I would do that sooner rather than later so that you have that already. No? So that then gives you another 10 points. Yeah. So obviously you have, as I've said, the offer of job, no, the cost nga 20 points, and then 10 points, of course, is the English language. And then you have to have your skill set. Maganda nga for this carer visa is you don't need a specific academic qualification. So it's not that you have to have studied nursing, or kaya you don't need to even have studied necessarily, get certificate under as a carer. What's important nga is yung experience. Of course, kung meron kayong mga academic qualifications, then even better kung meron kayong mga certificates, no? But what the employers would want to see is you have the relevant experience. So kung nasa tatrabaho sa hospital, sabihin natin, o kaya you have been looking after say someone vulnerable nga, and they can confirm that. It could be that they are particularly interested in you because you have been able to offer a one-to-one care, no? But the good thing, as I say, is hindi nyo kailangan, the reason why that my screen moved suddenly is not because there's an earthquake. Yung aso ko, nasa harap ko ngayon, and he is, I'm not really sure what he's doing, but he's shaking himself. And laki niya, so the whole place is shaking. So sorry po. Now, I digress. Now, ito po. So it's what then happens is you have, of course, your experience nga, and that would then give you. So you have the cost, you have the English language, 30 points. You have, of course, your experience nga, and that gives you again 20 points. Now, this is when it becomes even more interesting, no? Dahil yung carer visa kasama na yung ngayon since February. Under the shortage occupation list. Yeah, it means that's an automatic 20 points. So automatic. Yeah, so ibig sabihin 20 points yun, tapos 10 points English language, 20 points is skills, and of course the job offer. Yeah, so all of that brings you to 70 points. Which is brilliant. Now from the employer's point of view, maganda din. The income that they're required to show, for employers to have, or sorry, for employees not to have, is just a little over £20,000. So that may make it more interesting for employers to also recruit, because it's a reasonable income to pay to someone who's going to be committed. And let's face it, there's a massive lack, of good carers in the United Kingdom, and that's not going to get better anytime soon. In fact, the studies have shown that it's likely to get worse. I do hope they will extend it, beyond February 2023, because I do think it's needed. I think it's too short time to allow care homes nga, NHS to recruit sufficiently for the amount of carers na kailangan nga dito. So you then have nga the 70 points. Now, of course, having 70 points doesn't do you much good if you're not going to be able to make an application. So ito po, what then do you need to do? So pagka meron na kayong cost and you've used that within 3 months, you then make an application. The application nga is online. Yeah. So it's on the Home Office online service. Another good thing about care visas is ang pagbayad, the visa application, kalahati nga lang, no, by comparison to others. So actually, I can give you the pound to pennies because I made a note of it. The present application fees at the moment, if you are where certificate of sponsorship has been issued for over 3 years, is 464 for over 3 years. If it's up to 3 years, so 3 years and under, it's 232 pounds. And then to top it all off, hindi nyo kailangang magbayad ng IHS, the Immigration Health Surcharge, which usually works out. Normal applications or applicants are required to pay, sabihin natin 2.5 years, 2.5 years would usually set you back 1,560 pounds, nearly 1,600. So that's great news. And on top of that, yung mga dependents nyo, hindi din sa kailangang magbayad ng IHS. They're required, of course, to pay the home office fee, but they're not required to pay also the IHS. So if you satisfy all those, you make your application, you're granting the visa. Ang visa bibigay sa inyo usually is 3 years. They can, of course, grant your visa for longer than that. And then pagka nandito na kayo, o kung gusto nyo isama nga ang pamilya nyo dito, when you make the application, you can also do that, as long as you can show that they are indeed your immediate family. So unfortunately, hindi po pwedeng pinsan, auntie, uncle, lola, lolo, it has to be nga spouse, o partner nyo, o mga anak under the age of 18, And pag ang visa bibigay sa kanila, magkatugma sa iyo. So that when you apply for an extension, kasama nga din sila, So it is an excellent visa potentially to have. Of course, you have to have the qualifications nga. But this provides those people who do not have yet the experience or indeed the qualifications to qualify as senior care workers, but have enough qualifications nga or experience to enter the UK sa care. Hindi nga lang sila, yung pamilya pa, and so this is an unusual opportunity. But just be careful, as I say, not to fall prey to those nga na sinasabi nga lang nila, gagawin na lang, wala naman. O mga employer, sabi na, walang problema, we are making an application, bibigay namin na sa inyo, hindi naman. So just be careful then, because unfortunately, with opportunities also come people who are looking to take advantage. So just be careful. Do your due diligence. So hindi kayo nagdududa nga kayo. And frankly, even kahit hindi kayo nagdududa, check it out. You can easily check the employers if they have a sponsorship license on the Home Office website. It just takes a bit more looking into. But the first step nga, as I've said, is find a job. Kailangan nyo na nga sponsor. Now, looking a little bit, let's look also a little bit at mga taong nandito nga. Can they apply for to switch? Switching is allowed depending on kung anong visa nyo na nga ngayon. Pero hindi po pwedeng switch to carer visa kung domestic visa kayo. Hindi pwede. Kung visa kayo, hindi pwede. Kung wala kayong visa, hindi din pwede, unfortunately, So, kahit matagal na nga kayo dito, kung overstayer kayo, may problema nga ang visa nyo, hindi kayo pwedeng magpasok nitong carer visa. Unfortunately, that also could apply or likely to apply kahit nasa Pinas kayo. So, sabihin natin, nagka-problema kayo dito, umuwi kayo sa atin, you will find that you may have a problem coming into the UK as a carer. Because one of the things that they look at is, have you breached your immigration condition in the United Kingdom? So if you are, so if you have a choice, ang payo ko, do not breach your immigration condition. So kung visit visa nga kayo dito and you want the possibility of becoming a carer, ang payo ko, uwi kayo, make an application from the Philippines to come back into the United Kingdom quite properly. Because if you don't, nandito na kayo, you become an overstayer in the UK, that that may prevent you, or will likely prevent you actually, from coming back into the United Kingdom properly as a carer. Now, to top it all off, no, to make things even more attractive is pagka 5 years na kayo dito at saka pamilya nyo, you have the possibility then of making an application for settlement status. So as long as you come into the country, if the deadline continues and remains in February 2023, as long as you're in the country before February 2023, as long as you get your visa before February 2023, then it's okay. You would then you can continue to extend your visa. Pag 5 taon na kayo dito, you can make an application then for settlement, no, and the family too, no? And then 12 months, usually after getting settlement status, you can make an application for naturalization, and that in turn would lead to a British passport. I mean, it can be for the right for the right circumstance, no, for the right applicants, a game changer. It can be a very wonderful visa to have, and in fairness, no, it is the UK's recognition, no, of the need for good carers, no? And I hope that I mean, it certainly goes both ways, no? It's mutually beneficial. Pero kung interesado nga kayo, ang payo ko, Mayo na tayo, no? Actually, end of May na, mag-June na tayo. So that doesn't leave you an awful lot of time. If you're really interested, start looking at it now. If you're going to make applications, make the applications na nga ngayon. Starting point always, I say to people, and I say to you now, trabaho po. So hopefully that is of help and is of interest to you.
Okay, good luck sa inyo, no? Ingat lang kayo, gaya ng warning attorney, maraming magte-take advantage, no? And agahan na ninyo dahil by February 2023, yan ang deadline niya. Ang kagandahan nito, yung attorney, yung dalawa, double income, kung yung spouse, ang pwede rin magtrabaho, kunyari, below 18, di ba? Na siguro pwede na mag-sideline yung mga anak. So in that case, 3 na may trabaho sa kanila. O, di ba? Hindi lang double income, triple income. Okay. Attorney, siguro, pasok ko, magandang balita ho yan, ha? So, hanap na kagad kayo ng jobs, trabaho, no? Para nang sa ganun ay, meron kayong, 70% automatic yun, di ba? Oo, tapos yung English mo, 10%, 20% skills ba, sabi mo? Skills? Tama ba?
Opo.
Okay.
Skills, 20.
Okay. We have so many questions, so, question time. Okay. Somebody sent us a question, attorney. Pakibasa ang ating unang tanong. Go, go, go.
Okay. Galing po to kay Mel. Mel A. Good day, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. I need some advice po regarding my spouse visa. This month, I will be 5 years here in the UK. Supposedly, I can apply for citizenship. But when I renewed my visa last 2019, my solicitor didn't tell me that I need to take an English exam. Oh, no. We used my old A1 exam instead. That's why the Home Office moved me to 10 years route. My spouse visa will expire this coming August, and I'm confused if I can still apply for citizenship after the English exam. Do I need to wait for another 10 years before I can apply for the citizenship? Thanks to you both. Oh, Mel, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it is a problem now, no? It's annoying, but this happens actually regularly. This the A1 exam, but I'm not really sure. But you should still have been able to use the A1 exam kung ginamit mo nung pumasok ka dito. So I'm not really sure quite what happened there. But anyway, if you were moved from the spouse visa to the 10-year route because of private family life, that's really what you need. That's what you need to satisfy. No? That pinalitan nila, no? So you got the 5 years, tapos you were moved from that to this 10 years. So strictly speaking, unless you can add any other time before, like kung estudyante ka, you actually need to wait the 10 years because there's no point, again, swapping it over to a spouse. So, nadagdagan ka. I would just, kung ako ikaw, Mel, no? You can get your file, I don't know if you know this, you can get your file by making what's called a subject access request from the Home Office. Because I'd be very curious why it is that they refuse nga on the A1 exam. Dahil kung mali sila, then you are perfectly entitled to say, well, hang on, you shouldn't have changed me over from 5 years spouse to that under the 10-year route. But kung tama sila, unfortunately, you are stuck with this 10 years. You've been compromised because, of course, it's a different route now. No, you can't go back unless, as I say, meron kang kung estudyante ka dati and you can make use of the lawful resident 10-year route. But otherwise, Mel, I'm afraid you're likely to not be able to apply at this stage for indefinite. Kung tama nga sila with the refusal, you will need to satisfy the 10-year route.
When you say tama nga sila, the Home Office, or was she not properly advised by nadiling mo ba siya na first sentences ko, attorney?
Yeah.
Oo,
yeah, yun na nga.
Was she not properly advised, or siya o tama yung Home Office?
Yeah, I mean, it could be that she was not properly advised, no? Because the A1 test, you see, or certificate can be, I mean,
can satisfy.
It can be a bit tricky.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be a bit tricky when you can use
tricky.
it. It doesn't mean that, so if you used it to enter the United Kingdom, no? Nag-A1 ka, you use that to enter the United Kingdom, you should be allowed to use it again for the extension nga. But if you didn't use it because sabihin natin for whatever reason you did not use it to enter the UK, the A1 test, then the Home Office the Home Office may well be right that you can't use the A1 test again. No? So to ascertain that, ang payo ko sa Mel, it's yung nga lang mabagal sila, it's 40 working days before they're allowed before they to provide you with the data. Get your data, no? It's you can do that online, and ipapadala nila sa iyo by email usually a copy of the Home Office file. So makikita mo doon, aban nangyari? Tama ba yung Home Office o mali ba sila?
Pwedeng i-appeal yan, attorney? Parang, is there a way? Parang i-appeal or for correction? Hindi na. Oh. Malaman mo lang, just for, it's more of trying to find out, no? Kung what was the cause and the reason. Okay. All right. Si Gigi Elamparo has a question here, no? Pakibasa, attorney.
Okay. Hi, Gigi. So, Attorney Lira, tanong ko lang po. I got visa from my partner sponsor. Visa ko from EU family member. Now, indefinite. Okay. Ang tanong ko, ipa-cancel ng partner kong visa ko, may right ba siya kahit indefinite na ako, attorney? Gigi, no. No, you can't just cancel it, no? I mean, the only way the Home Office would cancel, rescind nga a visa would be if it was obtained by deception. Sabihin natin, one of the reasons, or security reasons because you became a terrorist, for example. Pero kung yung nga, indefinite ka na, wala na kayo, sabihin natin, no? O kaya nagagalit siya sa'yo, he can't just cancel it. So I wouldn't worry about it, Gigi.
Hindi ka pwedeng takutin, no? So yan, mga EU family member, hindi Briton, kunyari, Polish, Spanish, Portuguese, French, ganyan, no? German, any of the other EU countries, di ba? Dati. Pangasawa niya, yun, no? Yun ang kwento ho niyan. Baka nagtataka ho kayo, ano ba ito sinasabi nila? Yun ho, EU, no? Family member. Okay. So, okay, wag kang mag-worry, Gigi, okay lang. No? Kasi yan din ang case ng di ba, ng yung mga spouse visas. Pero iba naman pag UK spouse visa, may danger yata, attorney, di ba? They can
It depends.
Di ba?
Yeah, it depends really where you are at, no? Kung spouse visa ka pa rin, tapos naghiwalay nga kayo, then yeah, absolutely it's a problem. Yung status mo nga dito is based on your relationship with your partner, no?
With your UK partner or your asawa, di ba?
Partner. Pero kung indefinite ka na, following a spouse visa, o indefinite ka na following an application, successful application under the EU settlement
And the
scheme.
EU said, okay.
Then you are indefinite, settled status ka na dito. Yung nga lang, they will only usually cancel that if they think you obtained it by deception. So kung susulat siya, sabi niya, hindi na siya, since getting indefinite, hindi niya akong namahal, hindi na siya nagluluto, mga ganon, moaning generally. The Home Office will not care about that. So, huwag ka mag-alala, Kiki, should be fine.
Pero kung hindi, doon sa first point ko kanina, kung hindi indefinite, because in this, sabagay, in both cases, be it EU member or a spouse, no? Pero usually, pagka spouse at hindi ka pa indefinite, may danger na magkaroon ng peligro yung iyong status dito sa UK?
Tama ka, Sonny. Yeah, definitely. Kung spouse visa ka nga lang, delikadong status mo kung mawala nga kayo. So, tama ka.
Tama kayo. Okay, alright. Ito, may question tayo from Osti. Ang ganda naman pangalan to, Osti B. Say, attorney, pakabasa.
Osti B. Okay.
Osti B,
Hello, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. Magandang araw po. Magtatanong lang po ako kung kailan pwedeng mag-apply ng British citizenship. Okay? Nakuha ko po ang ILR 11 months ago dahil nabiyuda po ako. Oh, I'm sorry. Namatay po ang asawa ko 4 months after ako'y nakarating dito with a spouse visa. Settlement visa pong binigay nila sa akin 2 years ago. 3 taon na po ako dito. Pwede po ba ako mag-apply for citizenship? Okay. So, kung indefinite ka na, Kosti, no? Now, usually, ang batas, kailangan mong pakita that you have had 5 years leave to remain in the United Kingdom. The last 12 months must be indefinite. No? So, in this case, you are, you byuda ka nga, no? You would, so 11 months, 5 years. So, you're still slightly short, I think, there, Osti. 11 months ago, namatay asawang 4 months after you obtain spouse visa. I wouldn't worry too much nga about that. Ang kailangan mong tingnan, when did you actually, are you here now 5 years, no? Total. If you've been in the United Kingdom 5 years, and the last 12 months, in this case, clearly the last 12 months must be indefinite, then you can apply now for naturalization. Yun ang unang kailangan mong gawin. Pagka nakuha mo ng naturalization, ending with the oath-taking, no? Then you can apply nga for your passport. So, the starting point is when you are, how long you've been in the United Kingdom. Kung 5 years, tuloy-tuloy, then you can now apply nga for naturalization, so British citizenship.
Attorney, parang yung kwento nito, parang teka muna, namatay ang asawa, but teka muna, kunyari kinuha ang isang tao for a spouse visa, din nakarating na, no? Spouse visa. Tama ba yan? Spouse visa? Is that correct? Is it the correct term?
Yeah. I mean, she's using it kind of interchangeably, no? So, dahil sabi niya dito, nakuha ko po ang ILR, so indefinitely to remain 11 months ago. Dahil nabiyuda daw siya, no? Namatay ang asawa niya 4 months after arriving in the UK with a spouse visa. I mean, there's the bereavement.
Pero nalilito ako. 11 months, and then arrival, 4 months. Parang hindi nagtatali yung mathematics doon. Tama lang. Nalilito lang ako. I'm quite confused.
Yeah, no, I think there's perhaps not.
She's watching. That's why she's watching right now.
Yeah.
Osti, medyo na Osti.
Kailan ka dumating? Yeah.
Kailan ka
and
dumating,
then we'll work backwards from there.
Okay, ganito.
So, kung 5 years, okay.
Okay. Fiancé visa kinuha yung, kunyari kinuha, di ba? Kinuha, nagpakasal din, so okay na. Pwede na mag-apply ng ng working tao din yata, di ba? Parang gano'n, pag nakuha nila yung kanilang, ano ba dapat makuha? Kunyari, fiancé.
So after fiancé, spouse, after that.
Spouse, okay. Sa spouse visa, attorney, let's say after 5 months nga, kunyari 5 months o 6 months, namatay yung asawa mo na naging reason why, di ba? Usually ganun, di ba? Kunyari, dumating dito, kunyari yung carer na pinag-uusapan natin. Carer, they can bring the family, di ba? Anak, nadala below 18. Namatay yung principal, yung carer na naka-apply, maski employed ng mga wife at saka yung mga anak, whatever, walang right na yun, di ba? They will have to go home, di ba?
Yeah,
Diba?
tama ka. No, strictly speaking, tama ka. Absolutely, Sonny. Actually, I have a similar case nga at the moment, no? So, in this case though, fortunately, yung asawang natira, no, is also a carer. They were actually working in the same place nga. No? So, in this case, ang gagawin namin, yung ginawa namin,
carer na parang eventually, ano ba tawag dito, parang subsequently, ganun. Parang the first was the principal, and then while here, worked as a carer, ganun ba? Subsequently?
Yeah. So, yung principal dati, pumasok as a senior carer.
Okay, so yon.
Tapos may nangyari nga, no? So, may nangyari nga sa kanya. And then, so, the problem now is, yeah, you're right, no? Kung wala na nga yung principal, what happens to the family, no? And it does happen, for different reasons, death or indeed separation nga. So, the good thing is, yung kliyente ko nga, she actually, is, a carer also, no? So she can act because ang visa niya is dependent of a worker in the United Kingdom or was senior carer in this case. We can swap that. No, it's one of the allowed switching. No, so we can swap her current visa as a dependent to that of actually becoming the principal. So she won't lose her status in the UK ultimately. At saka ng bata, of course.
Para sa Pilipinas, no, remedial law, no? So yeah, parang na-remedyohan na. Pero parang, so okay, so the principal, a senior carer, passed away, pero the wife eventually was able, when the husband or the spouse brought him or her over, he or she was able to apply as a carer, nakapagtrabaho. Yun ang nag-establish doon, nakatulong.
Yeah. Yun nga.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
pero kung hindi carer yon, let's say, iba ang trabaho, nasa office, nasa isang travel agency, may chance na mapauwi siguro yun, di ba?
Tama. Yeah, no, may chance na mapauwi. Unless you can argue a kind of human rights type argument dahil mga bata nga dito. Dito, kailangan nila, dito na sila lumaki, no? Batang-bata pa sila, dumating nga sila dito. So all those things you can put forward, but the case is going to be quite difficult.
Okay. So Nancy Andres has a question here, attorney.
Okay, so Nancy, hi. Hi po. Ask ko lang, pwede bang makuha ang asawa ko na 68 as dependent dito sa pwede bang makuha ang mother ng asawa ko?
Niya, 68 years old na yung ano.
So, biyenan niya. Biyenan mo. Okay, as a dependent dito sa UK. No. Okay. I say no. I said no too quickly there. Ang problema po, in order for her to come into the UK, you need to apply under the adult dependent route, no? It's always a problem, the adult dependent route. Kailangan pakita that there's effectively there's no one else nga, no? It's because of medical issues that you can that kailangan siya dito because no one can care for her in the Philippines because of medical issues nga. It is a very difficult route to frankly succeed in, no, Nancy, unfortunately. And I think I've said this in the show many times now before. It's so difficult that it's been described as ban masquerading as a rule. So I would think very carefully whether you want to do that, because you see, pagka nagpasok yung application under the adult dependent route, sabihin natin na refuse, no? Next time around, kung magpasok yung application to visit the UK, mapapahamak yung application yung panibago as a visitor. Baka hindi na sila maniwala na lalabas pa siya sa UK. So think seriously about it before pursuing that application, because chances are low with that type of application.
This actually ended in 2012 yata, di ba, attorney? All of so many other things
Tama.
ended in 2012. I remember kasi yan ang rule nung araw. Anybody below 18 and above 65 ba? Parang gano'n, no? Pwede nung araw, no? Yun, sayang. Nawala yung ano na yan, yung pwede mo dalhin yung ano, yung anybody, no? Parents mo, parents lang, hindi grandparents, no? Parents lang. Okay. Si Gigi, may addendum dito.
Okay, so Gigi sabi niya, Attorney Lira, indefinite na ako, after year ba, pwede na bang mag-apply ng British citizenship? Yes, if you can show, the basic rule is 5 years, continuous leave to remain, the last 12 months must be indefinite. You can't be absent from the United Kingdom for more than 3 months in the last 12 months and more than 450 days in the last 5 years. No? So yun. But the starting point is 5 years ka na ba dito? Kung 5 years ka na dito, last 12 months it must be indefinite. Chances are you probably can apply for citizenship, Gigi.
Teka, fifth year indefinite, so she has to wait for about a year, di ba? Tama ba yan?
No.
Or
So
are you saying that when she
years.
reaches her 5 years, the last 12 months, kailangan hindi siya lumabas ng within 3 months, within that last 12 months? Paano yun?
Yeah.
Sige,
So ito, 5 years ang kailangan mong pakita. So the rule says you need to have been to get indefinite So to get naturalized, no, to get citizenship, kailangan mong pakita that tuloy-tuloy kang 5 years in the United Kingdom, no? And the last 12 months of those 5 years must be indefinite, settled status ka na, wala ka ng limit sa visa mo. So yun ang unang kailangan pakita. Now, on top of that, titignan nila yung mga absences ng tao. So, kung wala ka dito over 3 months in the last 12 months, then they may refuse your application because you were not here in the last 12 months, more than 3 months. And overall, the last 5 years, if you're absent more than 450 days in the last 5 years, again, those absences will count against you. Pero ang starting point na Gigi is, 5 taong ka na ba dito? Kung 5 taong ka na dito, and the last 12 months you've already had indefinite, you more likely than not you can.
So that pertains actually to spouses. Kumbaga parang treatment din, especially for spouses, no? Dahil kung work permit o yung route na ano, they have to get the 5 years muna, and when they reach the 5 years, meron silang ILR, they can apply. And then a year after, saka na yung citizenship. But with the spouses, as long as you reach the 5th year, yun nga, you're just, they only parang ano lang, within the 12 months, kailangan 3 months, hindi ka ano, o within ganon, a certain month, ganon ba yan? Tama ba yan, attorney?
Well, it's a bit confusing actually, the 5 years, because you see, for spouses, no, in the normal way, spouses, you won't get you indefinite until you've done, you've had 5 years total spouse. But if you are married to a British citizen, no, you actually need to only show 3 years leave to remain in the United Kingdom because you are married to a British citizen, and then you can apply actually for naturalization, for citizenship, and you don't need the 12 months between indefinite and you don't need to wait the 12 months usually. But in normal circumstances, no, it doesn't really help you. Okay, sabi nga doon 3 years. But you still need to satisfy 5 years anyway. So kung spouse visa ka, no? Spouse visa ka dito, you've done the 5 years nga. The good thing is you don't need to wait 12 months after getting indefinite leave to remain before you can apply for naturalization. So sabihin natin spouse visa ka, bog standard, bigyan ka 2.5 years, uli, indefinite ka na ngayon, nakuha mo indefinite mo nga ngayon. Hindi mo kailangang mag-intay ng 12 months because you are married to a British citizen.
Ayun. So ayan, maliwanag, no? Okay, maliwanag. Nung araw, meron 5-3 rule ba yun? 5-3 nung araw, di ba?
I think tama ka. A while ago, tama ka.
5-3 nung araw yan. Okay. Ano doon, Tipueso, ito may mga comments sila. So, ayan. I'm very good, Attorney Lira, thank you. Pleasure,
Analu.
yung mga nagko-comment kung taga saan sila, yung tinanong namin kanina, Pao, direct, sige, diretso mo na yung mga yan. I was there at the Durando concert sa Pinas. Me and my brother loved that concert. Yan. Edgar, yeah. Si Simon Lebon, malapit lang sa akin, and there's gonna be a street, well, to be exact, actually, yung street ni Maria. Si Maria, you know Maria, di ba? Si Maria, yung ating editor.
Yeah.
Sa street niya, she's just about a couple of stones throw away from me. And yung street nila, napaunlakan sila ni Simon Lebon to have a mini concert doon, no? Wow, this is Simon Lebon, no? This is Simon Lebon. Kaya lang, requirement lang niya, parang magbayad lang ng 5 pounds kasi yung pera malilikom, it will go to a charity. Parang ano lang, katuan lang. But this is Simon Lebon, di ba? Oh, malapit lang ito eh. Nasa Upper Richmond ka, di ba? O, dumire-diretso ka lang. Ay, di ba? Dire-diretso na yung Upper Richmond. Pagdating mo sa corner ng Roehampton Lane and Upper Richmond. Pero hindi, Roehampton Lane kasi yung main one, no? Lalagpas ka pa on the way to Putney, no? Putney.
Okay.
Oh, alam doon, yung street doon, may isang street doon na I forgot the name, kukunin ko. Doon mag-show si Simon Lebon. Doon din siya nakatira. Doon
Padala mo sa akin. Padala mo sa akin.
Padala ko sa'yo. Yeah. Diyan sa Upper Richmond lang yan eh. Upper Richmond lang. Oh, okay, sige, ano pa mga pag-ano? Oliver Fernandez, we missed you last week, attorney. I was tempted to message Kuya Sonny and Direct Mao, but somehow I knew that you may have had prior commitments. Very good, salamat.
Oh, that's so nice, Oliver. Keep safe, ha? Yung pinag-usapan nga namin kanina ni Sonny, yun. There's a terrible tragedy nga sa Texas, no?
At saka yung pinag-usapan natin, if you can work in it, because it has really worked for me, no? Talagang totally hindi something that you read, something that I am living example of what I've experimented with, no, yung trying to lose weight, no. Okay, si Lozada Kisi watching from Mildenhall. Saan yan? UK?
Mildenhall. Where's Mildenhall?
Hindi ko alam yan. Maris Mendez, watching from Northwest London po, Attorney Lira and Kuya Sonny. Northwest. Ano ba yung Northwest? Specific yan kasi
Northwest.
Ano ba mga nasa Northwest?
Would that be like Hendon? Ganon?
Baka. Hendon ba yung nasa, parang ganon eh. Ano pa ba isa pa? I forgot the name na alam ko, mga Northwest yun eh. Mga Northwest, no? Kasi, di ba, Northwest. Tayo, Southwest tayo, di ba? Southwest London.
We are Southwest. Yeah, tama.
Southwest
I think
London.
that's true. Yeah.
Southwest London, mga Putney, Wimbledon, Richmond, ano pa ba yan? Barnes, mga Southwest London yan eh. Okay, Cherryville.
Yeah, no, I lived in Northwest.
Did you? Sa ano part? Sa Hendon nga?
Sa Hendon. No, that was
may isang movie.
My initial haunt.
May initial. May sinihan doon na pinupunta ako na yung Cineworld ngayon, pero merong dating kasi nag-change lagi pangalan, may bagong owner, nag-change yan. Pero I tried to do some parang kung saan meron, kasi may Cineworld ngayon, doon ako na pangalan niya dati. Meron ako kung saan ako nanonood. And I forgot that place. Northwest London yun eh. Northwest eh. Sorry. Teka muna. Northeast. Sa ba? East, west. Northwest. Teka muna. Kung Northwest, ano yan? Mga Axbridge o mga ganon?
Northwest? I don't know actually.
Kasi Northeast, I was thinking of Northeast and Northwest to. Northeast, South, and West. Northwest. Tama. Mga Axbridge, mga lugar na Northwest. But anyway, sige. Okay, ano?
So I remember.
Kilala mo ito si Cherryville Latore Igarta?
Cherryville.
Baka siya habang nanonood. Do you know her? No, hindi na. She was watching us and then she was probably gone for a while, no? Cherryville, mabuhay. Ayun, Cherryville.
Yeah, magandang gabi. Yeah.
Mint green ang kulay ng iyong polo mo, sabi niya, okay.
Tama siya.
Is it?
Of course.
May nanghula ng may nakita akong nawala, may isa pa. Mint green, sige pa. Hindi pa, may isa pa eh. May isa pang nakita kong nanghula eh. Ng ibang yung taga hindi pa natin napabati yung taga Portugal. Ngayon ko lang parang nakikita ko Si Garces, ngayon ko lang nakita yan Ano yan, si Oliver, I reckon, sabi ni Oliver, I reckon, nailabas na ba yan? Di ba? Ayan, I reckon your share is turquoise, colored. Oh, yeah.
Turquoise.
Turquoise green. Oh,
Tama, yeah, I think yeah.
Parang yan,
I think he's
parang
also
yan.
right, actually, turquoise.
Oh, it's also right.
It's a mixture, no? Green and tsaka blue. Yeah. God, these chaps are very knowledgeable in colors, no?
Ito from Lisbon, no? From Lisbon. Nakakatuwa naman. Mabuhay ka, ha? Watching from Lisbon, no? You can watch us both or either on Facebook and YouTube, no? Kung gusto niyo ng good quality video, then siyempre doon kayo sa ano pangalan to? Sa YouTube. Ito, ay sikat girly. Hello po from Republic of Ireland. Hello din. Oh, AI ba? Ay sikat girly. Meron tayong dating Gerardo Sikat. Sino ba yung dating Minister of Finance sa Pilipinas? Okay, ito, hi po, attorney. Ano itong question? Attorney, requirement po ba mag-English test for a dependent po? For ILR? Thank you. Nathaniel Pri.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Lahat requirement, lahat, ano? Lahat ba?
Yeah, so kung over 18 na siya, yeah? Over 18, absolutely.
Bakit? May exemption
Under
ba?
18,
Pagbata? May exemption?
Yeah. So the
okay.
exam is only required for those between the age of 18 and 65.
Ayan. Ito yung AI. Yung mas mababa pa sa BI ba? B1? B1? AI to A1, B1. A1. Ewan ko ba?
B1.
B1. B1. Alright.
B1 ang kailangan niyo.
Si Elgado yung may birthday. Good evening, Mr. Laragan. Ito Atty. LIRA, direct and to the viewer. Happy Thursday to all. Ayan. So,
Happy birthday belated, Edgardo.
Belated, no? Thanks, Atty. LIRA. Maliwanag. Ano maliwanag? Yes, more than 12 years na ako di pa naka-exit or holiday.
Whoa, Gigi. Wow. Time to take a holiday.
Time to take a holiday.
Definitely.
Gigi. Sige, well, Edgardo, my friend's spouse visa extension application is in the home office since November 2021. They have a flight coming soon. Pwede ba i-follow up ang application sa home office or it takes time ang application due to backlog? Thanks.
You know, Edgardo, it's not unusual, unfortunately. No, okay, November 2021, that makes it less than 6 months. It's really not unusual. You can chase up though. You can email them for an update. So if they have a holiday soon, ang payo ko, they should write to the home office and maybe even send a copy of the ticket, no? And chase them and chase regularly.
There's nothing wrong in asking lang, di ba? Hindi ba nakukulitan? Hindi ba naaasaran? Kunyari, pag ginawa mo yan, maaasa ng home office, tapos magtatagal. Hindi naman siguro, no? Wala naman ganyan siguro.
No.
Hindi naman, okay.
No.
Alright. Golders Green, di ba? Maraming maraming Jewish area, di ba? Golders Green.
Yeah, Golders Green. I used to
Maris.
frequent Golders Green. Yeah, and Brent Cross, Brent Cross Shopping Center. I was working there for a long time as a sales assistant, no?
Oh, really? Attorney,
Absolutely.
Talaga, okay.
The Brent Cross. Yeah.
Sa Brent Cross.
Yeah, I was working for Next.
Right. Ano yan, pagka you're going sa M1, basta, parang ganun basta, Brent Cross, minsan, kumakanta yung mga sikat na singers, yung mga singers, so yung mga nagpo-promote ng mga records na dyan sa Brent Cross, no? Okay, Edgar Duay, as expected, truly dagdag kaalaman, maraming salamat, wishing you good health, always and more piano. Nga pala, yung imagine mo, how is it nga? More piano lesson, looking forward to your Imagine recital.
I'm so bad at it. At talaga. And okay, it doesn't help that I've missed, I think, about four lessons in a row now because I've just been so busy. I need to get back into it. Now, I tell you what, I admire Edgar. Dahil nga, ikaw din, no? Because you're so musical, no? Sonny, ikaw nga din. I just have no ear for music. I have no ear at all for music.
I might come up with a concert sana matuloy. Ako gagalit na naman yung aking sinasabi na naman. Hindi gusto ko lang, I'd like to raise funds to send a child or children to school, no? Parang it's a siguro a scholarship foundation. So I'll be trying to sing some songs. So I was singing as a folk singer when I was young, when I was in my late teens, mid-teens, late teens, no? Meron ako, ito nakikita mo buhok ko na to, Scott, attorney. I was about 17, 18, mahaba na yung buhok ko, pero mas mahaba pa later on, almost 20 ako, dahil up to the back of my likod ko, mahaba yung buhok ko.
Really?
Tapos pinakulot ko yung Peter Frampton style na kulot. Oh yeah, I did it before.
Wow!
Oh, nakakulot yan. So, isi-share ko sa photo ko na ganito rin kahaba rin. Ako sa 17, 18 then. In
I would pay
mid-70s.
good money.
For a minimum of 5 to, kung gusto mo 10, 15, 20, 50, bahala na. I'll try to talk to everybody to, one night lang din, magsishow lang dito, maski online lang. And then para may pledges, and then we just put up a number, an account number. For kids. I'd like to send some, kasi produkto kasi ako ng scholarship attorney. I practically sent myself to school. Kasi I was, in a way, technically, how you get technically, orphan, kasi I grew up with my grandmother. And yung father ko at mom ko, hindi ko naman nakakasama. Although they were separated na, no? So I would see my dad and my mom twice a year during summertime and Christmas time. Pero saglit lang. And so, I really actually grew up without my parents. And so, I became a scholar sa high school sa Notre, all expense paid, no? Expense paid, new uniform, tuition fee, books, lahat, libre. So, I'd like to pay back, no? Oh. So, ganun lang ko lang. I'll try to, and diba, nobody would like siguro one way of, if hindi ka manghihingi ng pera, you do something, you do a show, you do something, diba? Parang to raise funds. So I'll do it.
Absolutely.
The hardest thing is relearning how to play the guitar, memorizing again the lyrics. That's the most difficult thing. It's nice when you're learning something for the first time kasi yung eagerness mo, di ba? Yung enthusiasm mo. But when you're trying to relearn something, ang hirap Di ba? Parang ang hirap when you've learned something before and you're relearning it. The effort is double. Whereas when you're learning it for the first time, iba yung eager, di ba? You spend countless hours learning something, yung talagang excited ka But we're learning it.
Yeah, but Sonny, you have an innate talent nga, no, for music. As does our lovely friend Edgar, no. So you have the talent already, the kind of an innate talent, as I say, but you have to feel sorry, or do please feel sorry for people like me who have no talent whatsoever in music.
Hindi, attorney, ako, you wouldn't believe this, but everything that I'm doing now, I've learned when I reached, ayoko nang banggitin yung age ko. Babanggitin ko yung age ko sometime in July with a very special picture, no? But, ang tawag dito, I learned how to cook at my age now. I'm learning a lot of things now. Ganon. Parang hindi ko alam. I'm learning. I'm trying to. Ngayon, talaga I'm really bent. Hindi ko na babanggitin kasi baka hindi matuloy. Pero yun nga. Oy, teka muna. I'm trying to raise funds for a scholarship. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, I grew up. I practically sent myself to school. I was singing. Ang bayad namin sa mga clubs noong araw pag kumakanta ako. Between 30 to 50 pesos per night a long time ago. Pero now they get paid about a minimum of 700 to 1,000 pesos, no? Doing the same thing that I was doing back in the 70s, 80s, no? 70s yun, late 70s. So I'm raising funds. Pero ito, meron tayong public service dito, mga kaibigan, no? Ito, pakilabas mo, Direk. What is this?
Yeah, so
ano to, attorney?
Okay. So nakilala ko yung si Mac also, Mac Kenzo, no? Nakilala ko siya along with his parents nga actually this week. So nandito sila and Mac unfortunately suffers from eye cancer, no, and he's not even 2 yet, no.
Wow.
He was first diagnosed with this issue nga when he was only 8 months. Tapos ang nangyari, so nasa Pilipinas nga sila dati, and they were advised, and because to stop it, I suppose, from spreading nga, to take one of his eye out, no.
Wow.
So he lost one eye already, no. So he only has one, well, I say good eye, but even that now has an issue. So because there's no treatment nga sa atin, nandito sila ngayon to see if they can get the medical help nga dito. So this poor boy is not even 2. He only has now one good eye, and his parents are desperately trying to save this one eye, no, which now he's been diagnosed to have multiple growths, no, on this eye, and everything is because of speed is of the essence nga, no. So at the moment he's being looked after by Great Ormond Street, who are doing a very good job of it. This is always the case. It's nandito nga sila on a visit medical treatment visa, and so they have to pay for the treatment privately. Now, these parents, they have tried their level best, no? Kung ano mang pwedeng lang ibenta, binenta na nga nila. And they were not, unfortunately, aware of how, because of course he was not diagnosed fully until he was here. And now they've been told that the treatment, and this is only one part of the treatment at Great Ormond Street, that will cost, it has to be done in 3 stages, and that will cost nearly £55,000, no? And that's just one part of the treatment. And after that, he needs to be seen by Moorfields Eye Hospital nga, and he needs to be he needs to go through chemo and all of that. So it's so they're desperately trying to raise funding in order to be able to pay for the operation, because the hospital said you need to pay this in advance, and his first appointment is in June, beginning of June actually. They've just about managed to raise enough money to get to this first stage, but within 3 weeks kailangan nila second stage, and then 3 weeks after that the third stage. So time is really of the essence nga for this poor boy who may lose both, his eyesight. So he's and he's not even 2 yet, and he's so cute, he's so sweet. He's and his parents, as are obviously very committed, and anything they can sell, bahay nga nila, lupa nila, they're doing that, but they do need just a little bit more help, So nung nagkita kami, sabi ko, I will ask you, Sonny, kung pwede nga natin silang bigyan ng a bit of advertisement, and thank you for allowing me to raise this nga. So if you can, so mga kabayan natin, so if you can, you're able to, and any little thing will absolutely be of great help. Visit nga, or even just find out what the matter is about. Visit their GoFundMe page. So if you put in Kenzo, Mac Kenzo, it will come up, and I can also leave the details of the link for their GoFundMe page nga. So they are in desperate need of funding, and funding fast, so that they can get their little boy, can keep his eyesight. Otherwise, bulag siya, and he's not even 2 yet, this poor chap. So I hope you can help, and as I say, even if you can't, you're interested nga, have a look at GoFundMe stage. Any little thing would be fully appreciated by these parents, and they are committed, devoted, good parents who are doing anything and everything they can. So that they can keep their boy's eyesight for him. He's only 2, so hopefully you can help.
I-share natin, no? Direct, i-share natin sa pages natin. We just, at least, di ba, kung ano, ma-share din ho ninyo, no? Para na mapalawig ho to, no? Ang question lang, attorney, if the goal of 70K is not reached, what happens to the money, for example? Kunyari, naka-raise ng 20 or 30. Does it...
It will go, yeah. I mean, it will go towards, yung nga, it's 3 stages, yung treatment niya. So the first stage, I'm not even sure that they have enough money out for the first stage, but the first stage is next week. I think they've just about reached something there. We are in the moment also hopefully going to negotiate now with the hospital to see if we can spread the cost a little bit more, no, in case it's not reached. So if at least he can get to the first stage. So yung nga sabi nila sa akin, it's they're taking it one day at a time, no? If they can raise money to be able to deal with stage 1, okay, they'll worry about stage 2 later. They'll worry about stage 3 later on. So I hope, no, that they can then and nag-iintay nga din sila, they're truly selling everything they own.
Wow, talaga, I can just imagine, no? Talagang siyempre for their para sa kanilang anak, no? Pero wala pang 2 years old, may ano na, no? May nag-cancer, no? Grabe, no? Hindi, kaya ako natanong kanina, what happens na, for example, if the goal is 70, I don't know, kasi in the past, hindi ko alam kung I haven't really done GoFundMe. Kaya nga, hindi ako nag-GoFundMe because if I do this show, a bit of a show, 1-hour show that I sing and go back in time and sing folk songs from way back, in the hope to raise funds for some kids that I'm going to be sending to school, no? Kaya hindi ako nag-GoFundMe because I was just thinking that if I don't reach an amount, if I set the amount at 5,000 na kunyari, halimbawa, and then hindi ma-reach yun, does GoFundMe cancel it or does it, no. For example, you still get the money. So, for example,
you still get the money.
Okay. Good pala. Okay pala. Akala ko kasi hindi na-reach ang 70K, nakakuha ng 20K, 30K, parang quits ba or do they still send the money over, no? Which is good. Sige,
they still get the money.
Okay, tulungan natin.
They still get the money. No? And I hope, and sabi nila sa akin, they'll be watching today. So Catherine and Melson Basa, no, yung mga nanay at tatay ni Mac Kenzo, and he is really quite despite everything, no. He's quite a lovely little boy, no.
First child ba nila?
He really does. Yeah. And
first, okay. Tapos nangyari pa to, no? Imagine, some people, di ba, yung mga radicals, ano ba yan? Antioxidant, may mga foods na pag kinakain, di ba, parang kasi to prevent you from having cancer. Pero ito, kakaiba to, bata pa lang, sana kung nabuhay na yung 30 years or 40 years, 50 years old, 60, gano'n, nagkaroon ng cancer eventually dahil siguro eating the healthy foods, no? Yung mga kaya nga kumain ka ng ganito, may antioxidant and so on and so forth. It helps anti-cancer, ganyan, no? Pero ito, bata, no? Kawawa naman, no? And, you know, having a first child na ganyan, no? Sige, yan. Kung may tutulong ako yun.
Yeah, yun na nga. And he's a lovely boy, and I wish I'd filmed him actually, no. But despite the fact that he's obviously only partially sighted, he's running around under the table, no, without any regard na uuntog siya. Bless him. So he's really a lovely boy, and it's I mean, it must be desperately sad, no, to lose your sight at such a young age. So hopefully, no, hopefully. And thanks, Sonny, for allowing us to obviously, raise this.
Yeah,
so,
maganda, no?
We will
help and share the link to our website and social media. God bless him, no? Yung mga taga Darby, no? Unti-unti lang yan, malaki na yan pagka nagkatulong-tulong, no? Ano to? Nelson Salsabasa. Siya pala, Salas Basa, no? Si Nelson, I am Katrina, yan ba yan? Thanks po, Attorney LC and Sir Sonny. Ayan, si Nelson Salas Basa, no? Hello, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. Thank you so much po. Ayan, unti-unti, no? You don't have to really shell out napakalaking pera, but unti-unti and then share it to your friends and hopefully, unti-unti yan, parang you pull resources together, no? Ganun lang ho yan. So, malaking bagay ho yan. any amount would do, no? Na affordable sa inyo, if you want to help, tulungan natin, bata yan, no? So yeah. So mabuhay. Oh well, it's been a lovely night, attorney. It's been a night of questions and fundraisings na rin. We're trying to help. We're trying to help this young boy, magto 2 years old. I'm trying to help some young kids na to, just like me. I am a product of a public school. E. Rodriguez Elementary School. Who would ever think that I would go to the school where the sons of Dolphy went, the sons of the mayor of Caloocan went, the sons of some mga sikat na actors ng araw went to, yung Notre Dame, kung saan ako nanggaling. It's a very popular private school, no, sa Pilipinas. And I was there actually in going to school with my classmates who are rich, no, talagang, and famous. I was just an ordinary boy from Caloocan, from a public school. Kaya lang naman ako nanalo ng scholarship because I was always at the top of my class sa grade school, and then so they had to parang pulled all of these talented, intelligent young kids from different public schools in Caloocan, put them in the gymnasium, yung gym ng Notre Dame, gave them a competitive examination, and I was the one who came up on top, no, and got a scholarship, no. So yeah, so I'm so thankful to Notre Dame dahil yung education ko, and I get good connections, I get good friends because some of my classmates are, for example, Barrio Fiesta is a very huge chain of restaurants in the Philippines, and the owner of that is a schoolmate of mine, and who happens to be the father of Heart Evangelista, yung mga umpaw ko. So maraming connections. The owner of Victory Liner, taga Notre Dame, ganun, marami. So maraming connections, and I was only able to get that because I studied at a very posh private school back home in the Philippines, by virtue of a scholarship from a very humble poor boy from a public school. Eventually, so yan, yun ang story ng buhay ko.
Well done. Talaga, yes. Well done. It's opportunity that the thing is, it's one thing to get the opportunity, but it's another not to waste the opportunity. No.
Alam mo, there's this the wife of Congressman Pablo Ocampo. Truly liked me, na nagtataka siya, sabi niya, because when she found out about my life, coming from a public school, she was wondering why. Sabi niya, parang she marvels at me dahil siyempre nakakapag-English ako na maayos, pero parang yun nga ba, parang she's wondering siguro, parang amazed siya na, ang galing mo mag-English, niya, parang ganun, nagugulat siya. Sabi ko, well, because of the, I came from Notre Dame, yung training namin doon, no? Kaya nga, families send their school to mga posh, Ateneo, Lasal, di ba? Kasi comparing the education sa mga expensive schools, talaga mataas, mas, di ba, compared to sa mga nasa public school lang, na high school or elementary, di ba? Siyempre, mas maganda ang training ng bata. Kaya nga, nagbabayad ng gusto, no? So, naswertehan ko lang. Siguro, by the grace of the Lord, I was able to get that scholarship sa Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And then,
but Sonny, as I say, it's one thing to have the opportunity and the luck nga, but you need to also take advantage of that. So, well done you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Ikaw din. Who would ever think na here you are, an attorney, di ba? Na at one time, trivia, you were working at Next at
yes, yeah, I know. And I was a cashier for a long time for Safeway, a long time. Well, I enjoyed it.
Safeway din?
Yeah, Safeway. That was the time. When I was a cashier, ngayon, iba, meron na silang, you just pass, you have the barcode and it comes up. No, in those days, it was all manual, no? So you had to weigh, you had to weigh the bananas, and you had to input, bread, 1 pound, whatever it is. So yeah, it was, really, I enjoyed my stint.
May tanong din kanina, attorney, paano aso mo na bigla kang sabi mo, baka pasensya na ho kayo at medyo nag-move, ha?
Yun na nga.
Ano nga pangalan aso mo nga uli?
Watson.
Oo, si Watson nga pala. Oo nga pala si Watson.
Yeah.
Kasi sa Pilipinas, kaya nag-stick sa akin, yung Watson may parang chain of drugstores
Yeah,
sa Pilipinas.
pharmacy.
Pharmacy, Watson. So,
Yeah,
okay na ba si Watson? How's Watson? Okay naman.
Yeah, no, it's Watson. Watson's asleep now. So, malaking aso. He's a Labrador. And it's, yung nga lang, dahil malaki siya, as soon as he's anywhere near, my table ngayon, and he decides, actually, I'm just going to scratch myself. Everything shakes. So, so my apologies, no? Akala nyo merong earthquake dito. Wala. That was Watson.
Yun ang maganda. Yun talaga, kumbaga, tawag dito, authentic, yun ang mga, good fun, good, di ba, mga good, how would you call it? Hindi naman, blooper, no? Pero okay yun. Cute, di ba? Okay lang yan. At least aso ho, no? Okay, well, Attorney, it's been a wonderful night. So, napahabang kwentuhan natin. We enjoyed. Probably it's also making up for the last time that you weren't here, no? Parang siguro nagka-miss
Mm-hmm.
tayo. Ang daming mga messages dito sa atin. So, at least, no? Kaya pagka wala tayo, is, nagtatanong sila, nagwa-wonder, paano kaya? Ano ba nangyari? So, thank you very much for the concern. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po. Okay, Attorney, sige, how do they get in touch? Paano? Baka may shout-outs ka pa aside from the, yung kay baby, ano pa kay Kenzo, no? Yun, no? Mac ba?
Yeah, si Mac.
Si Mac.
Yeah, Mac Kenzo.
Mac Kenzo.
So,
go ahead, yes.
Yeah, so thank you po for joining us again. No, it's been a real treat, and I missed you all. I truly did. No, I missed you all from last week. Now, if you need to contact me, wish to contact me, ito pong email address ko, kabatbat@douglas-simon.com. If it's an if you have questions nga, your viewer, lagay nyo please the subject, immigration corner, so I can go back to it when I've opened it and closed it again. My telephone number po is 0203-375-0555, but it's probably better to email me. As I say, email ko po yung apelido ko, kabatbat@douglas-simon.com. Now, just a quick shout out again. Thank you for listening in relation to Mac Kenzo, and hopefully you're able to assist. Ang gagawin ko, if I may leave, I'll leave nga yung details, the GoFundMe page link with Sonny and Direct Pau in case you wish to access it nga. And I hope that we can all help Mac. And in his parents' campaign, eyesight for Mac, so any little bit will help, and I'm grateful. Thank you po.
Ayan, well, grateful, and thank you for making our night interesting, educational, fun, lahat, no? And that included Watson as part of the Tonight Show, no? And of course, yung ating fundraising for Kenzo, no? Mac Kenzo. Any small amount total yung pera naman ay mapupunta sa kanila. Hindi naman yung parang pagka hindi narating yung amount forfeited, hindi naman. So which is good. And tapos I don't know, abangan niyo lang kung tutuloy ko yung pagkanta on air, and I'll be getting a lot of people to watch it. Kabado lang ako because I haven't done it in I was in my late teens when I started, because I graduated a little over 15. Wala pa ako 16 nung mag-graduate ako ng high school So,
wow!
Yeah. So I was probably 17, 18. I was already singing in folk houses. So I was starting to grow my hair long noon back in the mid-70s. No? So, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Naku, ito na naman. Magpapaalam na kami. Kakamismisa na naman tayo. So, siyempre, sa ngalan ni Attorney Lira SIMON-CABATBAT, sa ngalan din ng ating direktor, na siyempre, kung di dahil sa direktor natin, we cannot come to you guys, sa inyong mga, wherever you are, cellphone, computer, whatever, hindi nyo kami mapapanood na maayos, kundi dahil sa ating director. So, thank you very much din kay Direct Paula Perez. So, sa ngalan ni Attorney, ni Direct Pau, ito po si Sonny LARAGAN nagsasabing thank you very much sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay dito po sa Immigration Corner. So let's do it again next week. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.